What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? Excuse them coughs, honey. I want to briefly touch on my experience thus far in the city of Honolulu in Hawaii. Honey, yes, I have decided to relocate and I'm down here in Hawaii. Now, this was absolutely a long time coming from the city of Raleigh. Like, this was where I was going to be coming first, but I was detoured to Los Angeles, where I would spend the next 6.5, 7 years fighting wars, spiritual warfare, and things of this nature. So, finally, I had gotten the clear that it was time to go. And I wound up coming to Hawaii. Now that was going to be my original destination when I left Raleigh, North Carolina to Hawaii. But again, Spirit detoured me, and I wound up in LA first because I had to fight them wars and clear these blockages and shit and get the pieces and puzzles before I came down to Hawaii. Now that I'm here, we're gonna talk about my experience thus far. Okay? And this is really spawning from something kind of negative that happened on yesterday. Or even things have been happening since I've been here. Okay? Like I've been getting in arguments with motherfuckers and disputes and things of this nature. None of them step. They know better than the motherfucking step. But, this has been a very positive experience, I must say, aside from that, because I'm really coming into my divine power, and really starting to brush things like that off, brush it right off my shoulders, okay? So, again, it's been a very positive experience. It took me a little minute to, just get comfortable, get into the groove, and, find my way. I still ain't been to every part, or I ain't been on my hikes yet, but I pretty much, know a lot more than what I knew when I got here. Okay. What I want to say, I came out here homeless, or what society refers to as homeless, but not really homeless because I'm in my natural habitat. Okay, my nature, my natural habitat. Before these motherfucking houses and apartments got built and things of this nature, we were out in nature. Okay, that's where I feel most comfortable. However, that's going to be changing soon. This has been all a part of a spiritual journey. My walking with Spirit, walking with the Most High, me correcting my mistakes from these past lives, these horrible actions, horrible past lives. Clearing all those blockages and things of this nature. Okay? Now, there's really not too much to say. Like, this is home. Most definitely. It's given paradise. It is. For me, it's the water. I need to be near water. The sea. I need to be near the sea. It can't just be any old water. I got to be near the sea. I need that salt water. I need the smell of the fish and things of this nature. I need that. I also need the lush mountains. So, we are surrounded by that. I do plan to venture out onto the other islands at some point in time. When, I'm not sure. But I did know that Honolulu was just a starting point. Because, since it being the capital, a lot of resources were here. Where I could just, you know what I'm saying, okay? This was a starting point for me, but I do plan on venturing out, okay? What else do I want to say? Now, I got to tell you about some of the things that go on here because it's different compared to the mainland United States. Now, I am in the homeless like around the area where the homeless individuals be at, I find that I am in that area. Okay, I gotta tell you, coming from California, coming from Los Angeles, and coming from Skid Row, bitch, because I was on Skid Row almost daily. You know, just around where all the homes will be. I didn't think that anything could really top that, bitch. I had that Skid Row experience, and I was like, oh, what, bitch? I'm finna breeze through. That's what I thought. Because these individuals down here are a little more unhinged. It's like it's something about this island. It's like they are more unhinged, less. I'm not gonna say less civilized, but I am gonna say, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost giving third world. Not the city in and of itself, but I'm talking about some of these ethnic groups that are here, such as the Micronesians. Now, this is not the Micronesians. I love them. I do, because there's something about them that I relate to, very, very much so. But I gotta say, they are very ratchet. But I live for it. And it's like, like, bitch, if you were to say something about American in front of my face, some sense of bitch, I will read you and fuck you up for it. Okay? I love those people. But I have found that I have been getting into altercations and arguments with them, with these motherfucking Micronesians, because they so bangy and hood. And that's almost what I'm accustomed to. It's been them that I've been getting into it with. A couple of white dudes too. Anyway, again, I'm learning to brush all of that stuff off. But I got into this incident yesterday. Now, I gotta talk about this dude. Now, these motherfucking Micronesian men are absolutely crazy. And it's so funny. This individual has been coming up to me, okay, trying to spit some game for the past couple of days now, okay. And right away I was nervous. Excuse me. Right away I was nervous when this individual had came up to me for the first time talking about he's single. I'm looking at him like, okay. I mean, I didn't know how to respond to that. He came up to me talking about he's single. Now he's a very, like, he looked like he could be my type. So anyway, I darted very quickly away from this individual because the energy was most definitely off, and I was feeling he made me feel very nervous. I jet set it, okay? Then the next day, I seen him again. He tried to stop me again. I kept it motherfucking pushing because there's something about that energy that just makes me very nervous. Like, this individual is a loose cannon. This individual is wild. Okay? So, okay. Bet. I come back. I walk to the store. So, he tried to get my attention and stop me, and I kept on walking to the store because that's where I was going, to the store. But I needed me some reefer. So when I had got back, I was trying to see if he knew what the fuck the reefer was. This individual flipped it on me very quickly and pulled out a machete. This individual chased me down the street with a machete. Now, that's when I figured out that he was on that shit, was on motherfucking methamphetamines, and probably in psychosis, and didn't know who the fuck he was dealing with. I won't feeling testy. I was not feeling testy, so I won't just go stand there. Because other than that, bitch, I would have just motherfucking stood there. But I won't feeling testy that day, so bitch, I jetted. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and call our energy and light sparks back from that. And just this whole experience here in Hawaii so far, we gotta get them back. I need my babies back. Okay? I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that had gotten lost or fearful and left, stolen, whatever, in the midst of that altercation with that crazy ass Micronesian dude on yesterday, who didn't know what he wanted, and was probably high off motherfucking methamphetamines, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Now, this individual doesn't look like he might be on that drug. He actually looked a little what you call it? He looked a little appetizing. Now if I won't celibate, but I would have never knew that he was on meth if I didn't see him in that psychosis yesterday where he tried to chase me down the street with that knife. Oh, I mean that machete. Anyway, also I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks, and so if they had gotten lost in the midst of any of these altercations, since I have been in the city of Honolulu, because the bitch I have been raging. I'm telling you, I have been a raging pit bull. I've been raging. I've been going off on folk for sometimes for no reason. Okay, I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, like sparks and soul fragments that had gotten caught up with any of these altercations. I'm talking about any and all of them. Are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child, which is none other than the one you hear talking. You can almost hear it in my voice. Thank you.